Sports Stars magazine here with Santa Margarita standout Island Real. Unbelievable growth that the team continues to show from competing at Nike Tournament of Champions in Arizona and now the past couple of days at the Redondo Mira Costa Power Classic. A 3-set thriller against Mira Costa. Took out Skyline, the best team in Idaho, and in pool play. You have this habit of taking out great teams from other states, Sunrise Mountain, out in Arizona. How do you feel coming out of this tournament? Because obviously it was a great pool play in Arizona, but then maybe not being able to sustain that as much on the second day. But obviously a really high quality performance against the Mira Costa team that just gave Sierra Canyon all they could ask for. I know volleyball math is not always linear, but so how you feel?
Just great. I mean, I'm so proud of this team for how hard we've worked. I feel like that is definitely a ton of motivation for us, and just we've had not a rough start to this season, but it's been kind of up and down, and so this definitely gives us a ton of confidence and just hey, if we can go to 3 with that type of team, we can play against all the teams in the country. So that was really exciting, and I think we played awesome.
I mean, obviously it is a 6v6 sport, but forgive me for being a prisoner of the moment that when I get to see you in Memphis, on your side, and Audrey and Simone Roslin, and I was just, again, everybody was contributing, but it's just fun when it's 4 of the best arms, in the state of California and the United States are just swinging away. When it's just back and forth like that, and best versus best, how much fun is that for you?
It's so much fun. Playing against that competition is always awesome, and they're such great people too. So playing with Memphis is obviously amazing, and I'm just really proud of our team and how they continue to set us up and just ball out together. It's awesome.
When I had the blessing of talking to you kind of around that late September, early October point last year, it was just a matter of can we sustain? There are always amazing moments, when you get on a roll, or Memphis gets on a roll, or the group is really aggressive and ambitious from behind the service line. Like you said, you can play not just with anybody in California, but anybody in America. But it's sustaining that, right? With the last part of the Trinity League, and obviously I know a big rematch against Jay Serra, which has to be the focal point among those matches, because I almost feel like it's disrespectful and unfair to look at you ladies and say they're currently battling for 3rd or 4th in that league. I know it doesn't set well with you or the team, but is it just a matter of just being able to stretch this out over 5 sets now? Because that when you're locked in, and the rest of the group's locked in. You can play with Modern Day, but it's but we have to be able to sustain it just to beat Jay Serra and Orange Lutheran.
That's exactly what we're thinking. We obviously all have great moments, but just trying to keep it consistent and just keep battling and not let errors or anything get in our heads is kind of our biggest focus right now. But I think this tournament is definitely going to help with that and just give us the motivation and the confidence to beat those teams and just keep it going.
Last thing for you personally, I know obviously there has to be a mindfulness not only for you but obviously for the coaching staff. But it's as amazing as your right arm is, it's we want it still to be attached and be potent, when the playoffs come around. So obviously, you had an opportunity to really watch and observe the group, essentially as the assistant coach or head cheerleader in Arizona. But so what kind of perspective did that give you? Because I'm sure you get one when you're front row or back row on the court. It's another one when you get to watch. Is that beneficial for you and for the group in the long run?
For sure. I think just being able to watch and just see how, because you're so locked in what you're doing, not what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're playing and you're okay, here's what I need to do. But then you get to see how everyone responds, to each other, to mistakes, to points, like all that kind of stuff. And I feel like that definitely helps just be able to realize like, hey, this is how this person's doing. Like, I need to pick up slack here, or like this person can help me here, or like all that kind of stuff. So it was really great.
Absolutely. Well, I hope that right arm
Yeah, we're doing great.
continues to feel good, and Santa Margarita, not just in these remaining Trinity League matchups, but in the postseason, is a team that no one's going to want to see on the opposite side of their draw, and a big reason why is one of the best in America, Ireland and Real. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.